Alright, so question number 14. So in question number 14, first of all they are giving us fx. Right, so fx is given as 16 x minus 1 x minus 2 square 3x minus 1, and they say that x is not equal to 1, not equal to, sorry, this plus, not equal to minus 1, and then not equal to 1 over 3. Right, so right, since those are not equal to those, this part will not become 0 this time. Alright, so now we need to get f dash x. So now this part has a lot of simplification. So let's see how to get f dash x. So you square this up. Then you take this here. Then you differentiate this part. Then you take this part. Then you differentiate this whole part. So I'm going to take 3x minus 1, differentiate this 2x plus 1. Then plus x plus 1 squared 3. So now we need to simplify this. So I'm going to take common stuff out. So here x plus 1, 16, x plus 1 both sides. So I'm going to take 16 x plus 1 out. Then I will get x plus 1, 3x minus 1. Then minus x minus 1, you will get 2 times 3x minus 1 plus 3 times x minus 1. Right? So you will get here x plus 1 to the power 4, 3x minus 1 square. So here what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut this off and I'm going to write this as 3. Right? So then I'll get 16 x plus 1 cube 3x minus 1 square. Right? So now this part will be repeated all along. So I'll name this as A. Right? So then I need to simplify this out. That is, so 3x squared minus x plus 3x minus 1 minus x minus 1, you will get here 6x minus 2 plus 3x minus 3. So now you need to simplify this and get the answer. Right, so here now this should be 1 plus, so should be plus. Right, so apart from that, so now we can simplify this. So here it will be f dash x will be A times, this will be 3x squared plus 2x minus 1 plus 2x minus 1 minus x minus 1. This will be 9x plus 1. 9x, is that so? 1 minute. Yeah, plus 1. So we'll get a times 3x square plus 2x minus 1 minus this, I will get 9x squared plus x minus 9x minus 1. So a times 3x squared plus 2x minus 1 minus 9x squared, this will be minus 8x, so plus 8x, this will be plus 1. Right, so then I will get a times minus 6x squared, so this will get cut off. Then I will get plus 10x. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write a down now. What was a? A was 16 x plus 1 cube 3x minus 1 square. Then I'm going to take minus 2x here. So then I will get 3x minus 5. So now 16 into minus 2 is going to be minus 32x, 3x minus 5, x plus 1 cube, 3x minus 1 square. So now this will be the answer of f dash x. Alright, so we know f dash x. Minus 32x, 3x minus 5 over x plus 1 cube 3x minus 1 square. So here they say x is not equal to minus 1 and x is not equal to 1 over 3. Right, so this is basically the summary now. So what do we need to do next? So next they are asking, sketch the graph of y equals fx indicating the asymptotes and the turning points. Right. So now we can take the vertical asymptote straight away. Those will be this one. So vertical asymptotes will be x equals 1 and x equals 1 over 3. Okay. Then you can get the horizontal asymptote by taking the limits. Right? So the what you call the sequence does not matter, but if you want to take the horizontal asymptote here, you can take. So horizontal asymptote. So here what you do is you take limit when x goes to infinity fx. So that is limit x goes to infinity 16 x minus 1 x plus 1 squared 3x minus 1. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take x out. So now I'm considering for positive infinity. So I'm going to take x out. So 1 over x. I'm going to take x squared out here. So I'm going to take 1x here as well. So this will become 3. That is 3 1 over x. So now you need to put the limit here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut one of these out and this will become 2. Right? So then if you put the limit here, this will become 1. So now this part will become 0. This part will become 0. This part will become 0. So then you will get something as limit x goes to infinity 16 times 1 1 into 3 into 1 over x squared. So since this 1 over x squared is there, this whole part will go to 0. Right? So now consider the negative part of this. So now we put it for positive now. So even if this is negative, the results will not change because 1 over x squared will definitely go to 0. So you can say it is positive or negative, the answer would be the same. So since we got this, right, we can say that y equals 0 is the horizontal asymptote. Right. So now what we need to do here is we need to find the turning points. Right? So now as of now what we have found is that we have found the horizontal asymptote as y equals 0, vertical asymptote as x equals minus 1, x equals 1 over 3. Right. So now let's find the turning points. So at turning points, f dash x or dy over dx is 0, so we can evaluate that. So minus 32x, 3x minus 5, x plus 1 cube, 3x minus 1 square is 0. We know that x is not equal to minus 1 and x is not equal to 1 over 3. So this part will not become 0. So the only thing that can become 0 is x equals 0 and 3x minus 5 equals 0. That means here you will get x 5 over 3. Right. So what? So we know the corresponding x value for the turning point. So now we need to find the y value of it. Right. So the fx value of it. So now we need to get f0. So if I put f0, it will be 16 into 0 minus 1, 0 plus 1 square, 0 minus 1. So 16 into minus 1 plus 1 minus 1. So then I will get 16, right? I will get 16. So basically 0, 16 is a turning point. So now then that is one thing. Then we need to substitute f x equals 5 over 3. So if you put that here, that we will get 16 into 5 over 3 minus 1, 5 over 3 plus 1 square into 3 times 5 over 3 minus 1. So here if you simplify it, you will get the answer as 3/8. Right, so you will get the answer as 3/8. Then basically 3/8 is a turning point. Right, so then we have found turning points as well. So the turning points are 0, 16 and 5/3, 3/8. Right. Right, so now we found the turning points as well. So now we need to understand the shape of the graph. So now, so here, so what were the points that we need? We need x equals -1, we need x equals 0, we need x equals 1/3, then we need x equals 5/3. So these are the points that we need to evaluate, right? So here when x equals -1 is going to be an asymptote, when x equals 1/3 is also going to be a asymptote. Right, so now let's consider this dy/dx. Now let's put something which is less than -1. Right, so if I put something like -2 here, so this minus is anyway there, then x will be minus, then 3x minus 5, that also will be minus. Then what's below? So now we don't even need to consider this 3x minus 1 squared anyway, because that is anyway positive. Let's consider this. So it's something like -2. So -2 plus 1 to the power of 3 is going to be minus. So this is minus is going to be plus, plus into minus is going to be minus, minus divided by minus is going to be positive. So this will go like this. And let's put something like -0.5 here. So this minus will be anyway there. X will be minus. Then this part also will be minus. But this part will be positive. So here we will get minus into minus will be plus, plus into minus will be minus. So minus divided by plus will be again minus. So this will go like this, and this is a minimum point, which you get as what, 0, 16. You don't need to actually write this down. Then after 0, that means let's put something like 0.25 here, which is between this. So the minus will be there. X will be positive. This part will be negative. This part will be positive. So this whole thing will be positive. Get that? Right? Then what happens? So then this is an asymptote. Then we have to put something between 1/3 and 5/3, so that we can put something like 1.5 here. So if I put something like 1.5 here, this minus will be anyway there. X will be positive. This part will be still, that part will still be negative, right? 3 times 1.5 is going to be 4.5, 4.5 minus 5 is going to be minus. And then this part will be positive. So this whole part will be positive. Correct? Yes. So and this will be this will be 0 anyway. So after that, this minus will be there. 32 is anyway positive. X is going to be positive anyway. and after 5/3 this part also will be positive. This part is anyway positive, so you will get a negative one. So here this point will be 5/3, 3/8. So now we basically know all the points that we need to draw the graph. Alright, so I'll write this down here. X equals -1. Like this. X equals 0, it will come like this. Like this, and there's another asymptote here, and then at x equals 5/3, we come like this. Right. So now we know the shape, and we know all the necessary points. So now we can draw the graph. Right, so let's draw the graph then. Here, now then, what are the points we need? We need x equals -1, and this is an asymptote. And then when x equals 0, the corresponding point is 16. So 0, 16 is a point here. Then there's x equals x equals 1/3, which is also an asymptote. Then at x equals 5/3. Right. So at x equals 5/3, the corresponding y value is 3/8. Positive 3/8. So let's put it somewhere like this. So that is 5/3, 3/8. So now to make this more proportional, I'll just put it somewhere like this. Equals 16. Right. So now these are the points that we know that we need. Then we know that. So furthermore, we know that when when x goes to infinity, fx becomes 0. So now it basically goes like this. So from infinity, so from basically at infinity this is 0, and then it increases like this. Then you have a minimum, right? So this will come like this. So here this should be. This should go like this. Then at here it's a maximum, right? And it starts from the bottom and it will go to 0. This. Right, so this will be the graph, right? So here, then they are asking, what are they asking next? Then they are asking, using the graph, find the value of k, the value of k such that the equation kx plus 1 square 3x minus 1 is equal to 16x minus 1. Right, so write this down, then we will see what's this k value that they are asking, right? So now they are asking about a k value. No? Right. So what they are saying is that they are saying k x plus 1 square 3x minus 1 equals 16x minus 1. Right, so I can write k as 16x minus 1, x plus 1 square, 3x minus 1. So what is this? This is the same, this is the exact same thing as fx. So what's the meaning of fx? Fx is the y value. That is basically height. Right? So now we need, so now they are saying k should have only one root. Right? That means k should have just one value, as in k should, so now this y equals k should only meet this graph in one place. Right? So what is that? So basically what we need is, we need a line. So y equals k line which has only one solution. If we take something like this y equals k. So now this has only one solution. They are asking what is the range of k. That is basically they are asking what is the range of y. Right? So that will be between here. So here during this it has only one value. Again after this, so after here also it has only one value. So basically the range will be k should be less than or equal to 0, because here even at 0, right, this is basically y equals 0, and below you will have only one solution, and between these two, and between these, so here and here, so here this will be when k is between 3/8 and 60. Three over 8, 60. Right, so small mistake here. So k is less than 0. It should be k is less than or equal to 0. Apart from that, everything is correct. So let's go to part B. Right? So 14 part B. So 14 part B says, so they have given a diagram. This is 3R, this is R. This is H and this is 5H. Right? So here what they are asking is, so basically they are saying a bottle with a volume of 391.5. And phi is to be made by removing this of radius r, from the top face of the closed hollow right circular cylinder of radius 3r. Okay, and they are saying the height is 5h, and fixing an open hollow right circular cylinder of radius rcm and height of hcm. Right. So now they are saying, so they have given the total surface area as phi r 32h plus 17r. So now then they are asking us to find the value of r such that s is minimum. So why can't we find r here where s is minimum? Is because this has a variable h as well. So we need to convert this h in terms of r and then get the SR equation, right? And then we can get the answer. So here we know this is the volume. No? So what is the volume here? So we can get the top volume here, that is 3r squared into 5h plus 5r squared h. Right now, so I can take 5r squared. So I will get 3 squared is 9. So 9 times 5 is 45. Then I will get 40. So then I will get 46. 46 5r squared h equals 391.5. So if you divide this, so you can cut this 5 off and you can get h as 391 over 46 r square. So you can get 17 over 2 r square for h, right? So here then you can get s as so 5r 32h plus 17r. So SR can be written as 5r 32h is 17 over 2r square plus 17r. Then so then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take 17 out, right? So if I take 17 out, I'll get 17 5 and I'm going to put the r inside. So then I will get the, so this can be cut as 16. So I will get 16. So one of the r will be cancelled off. So I'll get 16 over r plus r square. So this is SR. So what I need to do is I need to differentiate this and get SR over DSR over DR equals 0 and then get the arms of R. Right, so here one of the obvious things that you all need to understand is that R is definitely greater than 0. And R can't be negative because this is an application. So keeping that in mind, we can do the sum. Again, remember they are asking the value of R. They are not asking the value of S minimum, right? So we need to find the value of R. So SR is 17.5 16r plus r square, where obviously r is equal to 0. So they are asking the minimum value. So for minimum or maximum of SR, we need to consider DSR over DR equals 0. So now let's take DSR over DR. That is 17.5 we can take out, right? And then we can differentiate this, that is minus 16 over r square. And then here you can write 2r. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 17.5 here. Then I can take 2 out as well. Then I will get minus 8 over r square plus r. then I will get 34 5 r cube minus 8 r square. So then I can write this as 0, right? So then I can write it in this way. So now I know that r is greater than 0, so this is not 0. So then r cube minus 8 is 0. Then r cube is basically 8, that is 2 to the power 3. Right, then r should be 2, right? Then you should do this thing as shown. R equals 0, r equals 2. Then ds over dr. Then you put something like 1 here. So if you put something like 1 here, this part is anyway positive. Here this will be 1 minus 8. So that is negative. This is anyway positive. So this will go like this. And if you put something like 3 here, 3 to the power 3 is 27. 27 minus 8 is going to be positive. Right? So here you will get that at r equals 2, right? You can say that. So from after you write this down, you can say that at r equals 2, SR is minimum. So and that ends the question number 14 as well.